What is going on, guys? CWpoke here, back with a brand new episode of VGC 2016 Road to Regionals. Wait, pause. Road to Nationals. Yes, we are finally done with the regional season of our VGC season. Lots of seasons, and we are finally moving on to the US regionals that are coming up very soon. So in order to practice for those, we are going to be going back onto the Battlespot ladder just like we always have, except there's actually a new season as well. So the rating got reset. I am 1 and 2. I learned a lot of things in those losses, but yes, I am 1 and 2, and we are using a brand new team. This is okay. I'll clarify. We're not using a brand new team. We're using a team that is a little bit rearranged. We're using dual primals. I really want to test out dual primals. This is a form, our team archetype that is doing really well recently, as we find Kisahiro from somewhere with a rating of 1572, I think that was. He has a team of Salamence, Mega Salamence probably, Primal Groudon, ooh, Primal Kyogre. It looks like he's running dual primals as well. Charizard, which is very interesting. I haven't seen a Charizard in VGC a whole lot this year. Crobat and Smeargle. So a very interesting team. My team is actually almost full-blown Trick Room, and of what I've learned from the practice matches, full-blown Trick Room on this team doesn't it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. I don't know. It struggles in a couple of matchups, especially against other Smeargles and Xerneas. That can be an issue, but once you get Trick Room set up, it is pretty threatening. Now, another thing I noticed too is that not very often do I want to bring both primals in one game, and maybe that's kind of the niche about dual primals, is you bring whichever one fits the most, but I see a lot of people with dual primals bringing both. I don't think that really works for this team though. But what I think I'm going to do is definitely bring one primal, of course. I'm always going to bring one primal. The question is, which one is better? In this case, I think Kyogre is the better option here. He has a lot of Pokemon that are weak to it. In fact, his whole team is weak to it if we have the rain up and not the sun up, which is really nice. I don't think Groudon is going to do too much here. He has 3 flyers, so I can't even hit them with Precipice Blades. I don't have gravity on this Cresselia. I'll go into more details about the crest later. But the question is, Ferrothorn or Salamence? Ferrothorn is excellent against that Primal Kyogre, although we do have Thunder. But I think I'm still going to bring it. Also because I have a Lumberry, and that way, just in case we do have to worry about Dark Void shenanigans with that Smeargle, that way we have an answer for it. But either way, we're going to jump straight into this match. Now guys, Road to Nationals is finally the new set of videos that are happening as far as the VGC circuit. There's not really that much that's different about it, except that I am going to be trying to use a little bit more streamlined teams. I'm going to try and use team archetypes that have been proven to work really well, and I'm going to test out some new things. I think the next thing up on my list is actually the Xerneas, or no, I'm sorry, the Groudon, Primal Groudon and Yveltal combination. That's another really big archetype. I really want to test out Yveltal. We're going to try and probably analyze it, maybe make another analysis. If you guys want to see another analysis come back, be sure to tell me in the comment section. But let's get straight into it. He brings out Smeargle and Charizard, which I don't like. I don't like this at all. But what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to try and fake out the Charizard and then just go ahead and try and Trick Room. Now, hopefully he just fakes out my Smeargle or my Crest. Hopefully he does not go for the Dark Void. But either way, like, Charizard can't really do too much to Charizard, and he... Water Pledge? Water Pledge? Water Pledge? What? What? I don't really know, like, I don't know what he was, I mean, I'm guessing he was going for Fire Pledge. He was probably going to Fire Pledge on that Charizard, but, like, I'm just confused. What would that, how would that really help? Like, how would that work, and how would that work well? I'm very confused. I'm not trying to, like, disrespect my opponent. I'm just confused as to what that would actually do. Now, I kind of want to switch out here, and I think I might. I don't know, though. I don't, yeah, let's switch out. Let's switch out. We're just going to switch out into Kyogre here. Hopefully, we don't miss. If any, I probably should have gone for the Crafty Shield just to be safe. But he went for the Water Pledge or the Fire Pledge, so I don't really know what to expect at this point. I don't know. I'm kind of a viewer in this battle too. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Water Pledge and Fire Pledge. I mean, I know they have like a unique combination when they work together. I don't remember what that combination is. It might be the Rainbow one, which increases status effects or something. I have no idea, to be honest. But either way, he protects with his Charizard, which is fine. That's a free turn for me, a free switch in. Our Dark Void is going to go first because we are min speed, and of course it misses, but he goes for the Water Pledge. I'm so confused. This guy had a rating of like 15 something. How did he win with that? I mean, I don't mean to, like, I don't want to sound mean. I'm just confused. How is this? Hopefully he doesn't have wide guard. Don't have wide guard. Don't have wide guard. Just don't use wide guard. Okay, he withdraws the Smeargle. Here, let's just get that thing out of here. Oh, I am foolish. I am foolish. Oh, why did I do that? On the plus side, we do get a Dark Void off at the very least, so hopefully we put both these guys to sleep, but oh my gosh, why didn't I think about his Groudon coming in? Maybe that's why he had Water Pledge, man. He's trying to confuse me so hard. He's trying to get me thinking, what the heck is this going on? That I forget about the rest of the match, because that's exactly what happened. I'm sitting here thinking about Water Pledge. I'm forgetting that we're actually doing a match here. But either way, it misses the Groudon, man. The accuracy on Dark Void has been a little rough today. I missed a couple Dark Voids earlier as well, but either way, that is not going to work, obviously, in the strong sunlight, which is, you know, to be expected. Oh man, and he's got that solar power. Okay, so he's probably a Mega, but he's probably waiting to Mega. Like, he's probably gonna save it. I'm just thinking, what do I want to go for here? Do I want to bring in Cress? Or do I want to go for the Thunder? Oh, I think I'm gonna bring in Cress here, but I almost want to bring. Okay. What I'll do is I'll take out Smeargle. No need for Smeargle right now, and we're just gonna protect with Kyogre. I believe we still have 2 more turns of Trick Room up, so we're still okay. Trick Room is ticking down pretty quickly, and like I said, I think we only have 2 turns left. I haven't actually been keeping track. I've been so confused by the freaking Water Pledge, man. That has lost me today. That has lost me today, but that is okay. You learn something new every day when you play. His Groudon actually goes for the Protect, which is perfect. That's free for us, so we don't have to worry about actually taking a Precipice Blades like I was worried about. And his Charizard stays asleep. Now this is cool because my Cresselia, as I said I was going to mention earlier, is it's a standard bulky Cresselia, very slow speed with Trick Room, Skill Swap, Ice Beam, and Helping Hand. So what I can do right here is go for the Skill Swap onto that Kyogre, giving it Levitate, and my Cresselia gets the new ability that brings the rain back, and I am free to go for a Water Spout this turn because, well, that's the thing, I go first. And he switches out his Groudon, which is actually very smart because then he can get the sun back in. Oh, into his Kyogre. So my Skill Swap was totally useless. But either way, if he brings his Groudon back in, I can actually still Skill Swap the moves back over. I can give Kyogre the rain ability and Cresselia Levitate back, and it'll still bring the rain up. So I'm actually still free to do that. But either way, that is kind of rough. And then he goes to the Protect onto the Charizard, so. Oh man, my opponent's playing really well with the switching game right now. The switching game is definitely working in his favor. He is doing some good shenanigans with that, but sadly I am just kind of at a loss as far as what do I want to go for here, because I could go for the Thunder onto the. Oh my gosh, and Trick Room's already over. Yikes, that was quick. I think what I'll do here then is I'll Trick Room this turn. I won't Skill Swap. I was thinking about going for the Skill Swap just in case that Groudon did come back in. His Charizard can't really do much. Although he could just simply bring back in Groudon this turn. And I kind of want to just protect Kyogre just to keep it alive, just to preserve it. I really feel like that Kyogre is going to switch back out into Groudon now. That way his, no. I was going to say that way his Charizard would be able to Solar Beam us, but. Air Slash, wow. Oh, don't you dare flinch me, buddy. Don't you dare flinch me. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. And he's Life Orb. Wow, so he's not even a Mega. And he goes to the Origin Pulse. So my opponent just being aggressive on this turn, and it kind of works out for him. Cress is going to take a lot of damage, not going to faint, and not going to flinch, which is very important. If we flinch there, it probably would have been game, to be honest. Although the game's still not over yet. He still does have that Groudon and Smeargle in the back, so we have to be careful about that. I don't know what I want to do here. I almost want to go for the Helping Hand Thunder into that Kyogre, but I kind of want to Skill Swap. That way we make sure the rain stays up this turn in case he brings in. Oh, this is scary, man. I think what I'm going to do is go for the Helping Hand Thunder, because if he brings in Groudon anyways in that slot, it's not going to do anything even if it did connect. So I think we're just going to keep this guy in. If he goes for Protect, though, that's going to really suck too. So I don't know. Okay, he doesn't go for Protect, which is awesome. So we're going to go for the Helping Hand Thunder. That will definitely be enough to take it out. No! Oh, Helping Hand goes before Protect. Okay, so he protects with Charizard. And he doesn't protect with Kyogre, which is perfect. That is awesome. So we get free damage. We take out this Kyogre. Yes, we do take out the Kyogre. I bet you anything. I bet you Helping Hand probably mattered on there. I feel like Thunder without it probably would not have taken it out. I don't know. It looked like it would have been pretty close. But either way, we do take out the Kyogre, which is good. That thing was kind of a pain in our side. And hopefully now he brings in the Groudon so I can just go for a free Water Spout and Skill Swap. That would be the easiest move. But he is going to bring that in, actually. So he does bring in the Groudon, which is awesome. I'm cool with that. His Charizard just protected, so he can't really go for it again unless he wants to risk the double protect. I believe we have 3 turns of Trick Room left. I haven't been counting down at all. I've been doing a pretty bad job at doing that. But I'm going to Skill Swap the Kyogre, and I'm just going to go for another Water Spout. He's probably going to protect on the Groudon, but that's alright. I'm not too worried about it. He does go for the protect on the Groudon, but that is fine. I do believe we still have an extra turn of Trick Room up after this. So I'm going to go for the Skill Swap here. He does not protect with the Charizard, so that Charizard is long gone. And all that's left now is Groudon and Smeargle. And that's I don't want to say that's all that's left, because it's Groudon and Smeargle. Oh, man. I don't know about that. But the cool thing is the rain is here to stay, or at least the sun is not going to come back up. So if we're able to keep the rain on the field, I believe I still have a Ferrothorn in the back. And a Ferrothorn doesn't really mind a Groudon if the rain is up, because it can't actually hit it with the super effective fire type attack. So I feel pretty good about that, and I do still have, yeah, I have all my Pokemon left, actually. So we're looking pretty good here. It's just a matter of what move is he going to go for this turn. I feel like I want to go on the full offensive, just go for the Ice Beam and the Water Spout. He's probably going to fake out, maybe even follow me, or he could just Dark Void, or he could Wide Guard. That's the thing about Smeargle, man. Technically, it can do whatever it wants. It can learn just about every single move, but he does go for the fake out onto Kyogre, which is, I would say, the smart play for sure. But Ice Beam is going to connect here. Going to do some damage. Why not? In all honesty, probably looking back at it, I should have actually attacked the Smeargle just to break a potential Focus Sash. But Kyogre avoids the Precipice Blades, which is awesome. So we don't have to worry about that. And I think now I'm going to atone for my mistakes and actually go for the Water Spout and the Ice Beam onto Smeargle instead. That way we break a potential Focus Sash. And it looks like my opponent is just going to forfeit. So that is a nice, clean win for our first road to nationals. I almost said regionals. But our first road to nationals battle, and we're gonna go straight into game 2. So let's not save that battle video, because no. Let's just jump straight into game 2. Now, the cool thing about this team is that if Trick Room is up, it has a huge advantage because it is crazy dedicated to Trick Room. That is the thing about dedicated Trick Room teams. If you have Trick Room set up, you know, hopefully you designed your team so that it works well in Trick Room. The one issue that I've had 2 losses. The first loss was to Mega Mawile because he brought a Mega Mawile in right when I got Trick Room up, and that totally messed me up. He was able to take out everything that could have, you know, possibly threatened it with Sucker Punch and all those moves. That was a really bad play. And then the second game I lost because he had a min speed Smeargle. He was running a big 6 team. My opponent was running a big 6 team, but the Smeargle was actually minimum speed. And he was able to take out my Smeargle with his Xerneas and all that stuff. And eventually what happened was I was stuck having the Smeargle be the fastest thing in Trick Room on his team. And that just put everything on my team to sleep until Trick Room was over. Then he swept. It was pretty bad. So one thing I have to be very cautious of is potential Trick Room counters. And that is the thing. A really good VGC team typically has some answer to Trick Room. If it's not a Trick Room team, it has some answer to Trick Room. And the thing about that is you can have that in a number of ways. A really popular option used to be Amoonguss. Not as popular in VGC 2016, but still does have its usage in VGC 2016 and is still seen. But more often than not, you see Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is what I like to use for my anti-Trick Room, or just for Trick Room, as you can see on this team. As we find Henry from Japan with a rating of 1556. Let's see what he's got for us. Or she's got for us. I don't know. But either way, my opponent has a Mega Salamence, another dual Mega team, man. A Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Thundurus, Bronzong, and a Landorus Therian. This is a really cool team here. I like this. This looks like I was watching the Madison, Wisconsin Regionals. They just aired today. I was watching them, and I saw a team that was possibly exactly like this. I saw the Bronzong. I saw the Thundurus. I don't know. This is very interesting because he has a Trick Room mode on his team as well. So that Groudon is probably very slow. The Kyogre may not be. That's the tricky thing, is if the Kyogre is slow or not. But either way, we know that Bronzong probably is going to have Trick Room. We got to be very careful about that. Possibly also running Gravity. You never know. That is a common option. It works just like Cresselia, except it has an answer to Xerneas. Luckily, we don't have that on our team, so we don't have to worry about that. I want to bring Ferrothorn just as an anti-Trick Room, like for our side, but aside from the Kyogre, that's really all that thing hits for heavy damage. So I don't know. I kind of want to go with Cresselia Smeargle. But it's like, do I want to go with Trick Room when he already has a Trick Room option on his team? We waste turns getting Trick Room set up, and he just abuses it. He just enjoys that. I don't know. But either way, I'm definitely going to bring Kyogre. And now that I think about it, I think I'm just going to bring those guys as a lead. I don't know. One other problem I have with this team is I don't really know what else I could lead with. Nothing really ever seems to stand out. What do we bring? What do we bring? What do we bring? Let's just go ahead and bring... Let's just bring Salamence in case Trick Room doesn't get up. I don't know. Salamence is like my one or not anti-Trick Room, but if Trick Room doesn't set up, that's kind of what Salamance's purpose is for. Or, towards the end of the match when Trick Room is likely to have finally worn off, then I can bring in Salamence for the late game, heavy-hitting, high-speed Pokemon. That's sort of a lot of people say the fast mode of your team when you have a Trick Room team. But either way, my opponent brings in Salamence and Thundurus, which I don't mind, actually. I don't mind because Salamence can't really hit Cresselia for too hard of damage. But more importantly, we have the Mental Herb on Cresselia. So the question is he going to taunt the Cress or the Smeargle? If he taunts the Cress, we get a free turn to set up Trick Room. If he taunts the Smeargle, I kind of have to switch out the next turn, and that can be kind of a pain. So I don't really know what I want to do, but I kind of want to fake out the Salamence just so we don't have to worry about taking extra damage. But if Smeargle gets faked, well, no, it doesn't matter, because if Smeargle gets hit with a taunt, he could get hit with a taunt the next turn because he's got the priority. So I actually should go for the fake out on the Salamence just to avoid taking damage. So let's go for that. He's going to Mega Evolve the Salamence. He is going to stay in, which is good, you know, so our fake out is going to at least pressure him. He may actually protect this turn, but no, he does not. So fake out does connect, is going to flinch that Salamence. The Thundurus does go for the taunt onto the Smeargle, which is, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. I was going to switch out anyways, so, I mean, you know, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. It's just kind of a question of what does he go for now, because he could Thunderbolt the Smeargle slot, and I would hate to take a Thunderbolt, and I really want to switch in Kyogre. That's the problem. I would love to bring in Kyogre right now, but I feel like a Thunderbolt is going to happen on that slot. So let's go ahead and Ice Beam that Salamence, because Salamence can do more damage in the long run. Thundurus, oh, we didn't bring Groudon. Oh, shoot. I thought we had Groudon in the back, so I was going to bring him in instead. Oh, boy, that's kind of ugly. I don't know then. I don't know. I mean, maybe he'll taunt Cresselia. Maybe he'll taunt Cresselia. I don't want to bring in Salamence, though. We probably should bring in Salamence, but no, I'm just going to bring in Kyogre. If we take a Thunderbolt, man, oh, that's going to suck. That's going to be bad. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully my opponent goes for a Thunder Wave or a Taunt or something else. Just not. Please don't go for the Thunderbolt. I feel like it's such a plausible option, though. That's why I'm really worried about it. But either way, let's see what happens. We do bring in our Kyogre. It does Primal Evolve, which always, you know, takes like 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. He goes to the Thunder Wave. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He goes for it on Crest, which is even better. I'm okay with that. Not as worried about that. Yeah, I mean, that is the outcome of being paralyzed. We do have that para chance. That does suck. And he does get the crit on Kyogre, but I'm okay with that. I'll take that over the other possible option. Now the question is, he did have a Groudon on his team. He did have a Groudon on his team, so it is very possible a Groudon comes in. So I don't know if I just want to go straight for the Water Spout, although I kind of do want to go for the Water Spout. So I think what I'm actually going to do is double target that Thundurus just in case it is Choice Scar or Focus Sash. And I think we're going to target that slot because I feel like the Salamence is going to protect this turn or switch out. He switches out. Yeah, he switches out the Salamence. Okay, I thought that was the Thundurus for a second. And he brings in Groudon as I expected. Okay, so I did expect that. So that is good. We are able to read that. Now, one thing we also have to worry about is this Groudon is probably min speed because he has a Bronzong on his team for Trick Room. So this is probably going to be a speed tie because my Kyogre is also min speed. And if you guys didn't know, Kyogre and Groudon do share the same speed stat. So this could be pretty sketchy. Oh my gosh, we're double para. That's rough. That's rough. Alright, so our Ice Beam is going to connect here, and it's going to take it down to its Focus Sash. See, that's why I wanted to go for the double tech, but we get double para'd. That's kind of rough. That kind of... And look at all that damage we take now, man. I don't even know if a Water Spout would KO, to be honest. Like, that's... okay, so... I think what I'm going to do at this point is... I mean, we gotta... I don't know. Man, that sucks. That kind of soured my mood. A double para, that's like a 1 in 16 chance. It's not too likely that would happen. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skill swap the Kyogre, Hope that we win the speed tie and just go for a water spout. It will take out Thundurus, and it should. I mean, it is in the rain. It's like base 50 damage, maybe a little bit less. Maybe it should do a decent amount to Groudon to at least hopefully put it in range. He does go for the taunt though onto Cresselia, although we have not burned our mental herb yet, which is good. So just don't be fully paired, man. Don't be fully paired. We're not fully paired. But we also still have to win the speed tie, assuming he has a min speed Groudon. Who's going to attack first is the question, man. If he gets... Oh, man, if he attacks first... Oh, my gosh. He outspeeds us in the speed tie. No, and that's going to be enough to take us out. Ah, that is rough, man. That game just... I mean, I don't know. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do, and I think at that point... I mean, when you get double parried... When you lose the speed tie, that was definitely a speed tie. 100% that was a speed tie, and that's 50-50. When you get double parried, you lose the speed tie. I mean, there's only so much you can do. Now, we're not out of the game yet. We're not out of the game just yet. I could fake out the Thundurus, and that will take it out because it only has 1 HP. I'm wondering if I want to do that. Do I want to do that and then Ice Beam the Groudon for chip damage? We'll do that. I think that should be okay. That should be a safe play. Yeah, let's do that, because otherwise I was going to Crafty Shield. So yeah, let's just fake out the Thundurus here. He switches it out, which, you know, that makes sense. And we should have targeted that slot. Although, wait, what is this Pokemon? Oh, there's the Bronzong. Oh, shoot. And we don't have anything for Bronzong, man. I mean, I have my Salamence. Salamence can't do anything to Bronzong. It doesn't have Flamethrower, so... Looks like we're going to lose this game, but... man, that's so rough. That is so rough. Watch, he's going to connect Precipice Blades, you know, not going to miss that. Well, I miss it every time. He connects. Oh, yeah, and Crest doesn't have Levitate anymore, so that takes damage on both. Trick Room's over. What we can do is we can go for the Dark Void here. Although, oh... I should have gone for Dark Void last turn, but I don't think I would have been... That would have been too risky. He could have easily taunted me, so... I think what I'm going to do here is just go for the... I guess we'll go for the Dark Void, hope that for some reason he protects with Groudon because he's scared that I'm faster, and he's not carrying Lumberry on Bronzong, but yeah, no, he outspeeds both of our Pokemon. It looks like he connects with both of them too, and he's going to take us out. And I think right here he's going to be able to get Trick Room up. We saw that he did already have the Rock Slide too, so we don't really have anything for Salamence. Like, Salamence isn't going to be able to deal with him. That is a disappointing loss. Oh, he doesn't go for the Trick Room though. I want to say I have a shot, but I really don't. I don't have a shot here because I could try and take out Groudon with a Draco Meteor. I don't think that's going to take him out. I kind of have to really start doing chip damage to this Bronzong with Hyper Voice, and Hyper Voice isn't really going to do much to that thing. So it's just kind of a... And I also don't want to take the -2 boost so early from... Man, that's a 4-0 too. That's so weird because that game felt like we had it. It felt like we had it, to be honest. And I'm trying to remember the play that went wrong. When my Kyogre took a bunch of damage from the Grass Knot, being full parried, you know, not being able to take out the Thundurus was rough. Because he was able to get that Grass Knot off, which did so much damage. Man, that's so disheartening. Only because, like, I feel like we had a shot, and then it turned into a game that didn't feel nearly as close. But either way, that is the name of the game. My opponent, for some reason, still not going for Trick Room, which is very interesting. Very interesting. But, I mean... Maybe we can hope for a Hyper Voice crit here on the Groudon. I don't want to go for anything other than that because I really want to do damage to this Bronzong, but I think this Bronzong could easily 1v1 me, I think. I think Gyro Ball will do enough, and we don't take out the Groudon either, so... Oh, we did get a crit on the Bronzong, though, so, you know... Salamence was trying to do work, but either way, we are going to definitely end up losing here. He's going to probably go for the Gyro Ball, yeah, and that should be enough to take us out since we are so speedy. And it looks like that is going to be the game. So sadly, we were not able to take out a 2-0 win for the first episode. But we did get a nice win in the first game. And, you know, I don't want to blame my whole loss to luck on that last game. I could have made some plays a little bit better, probably, looking back on it. Especially once I rewatch this video. But, I don't know. It's always kind of disappointing. Did my opponent DC? Does that give us the win? He DC'd kind of early. Does that give us the win? Hold on, man. Does that give us the win? Did we just win that? Did we just win that all of a sudden? Wait, I was 2-2. So if we won that one, I'll be 3-2. If not, I'll be 2-3. But either way, guys, I'm gonna click Battle Box and I'm gonna click Challenge because then you'll be able to see your rating. I'm going to end the video soon after that because I'm going to have to disconnect really fast. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. But don't feel free to stick around and make sure to see if we actually win this. I believe what I'm going to do in the next episode is actually stick with the same team. What I want to do for Road to Nationals is stick with each team just for a little bit, just for like 2 or 3 episodes. Try and learn how the team really works and try and use a few more streamlined teams. I really want to try out the Groudon and Yveltal team, probably right after this team, I think. But yeah, so that has been it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Oh man, it didn't update yet. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. See you later.